Alright, so welcome back. Picking up from our last class, we actually talked about headings. Here we talk about um, H1 paragraph. So we're going to be diving in depth of this paragraph tag. Alright, so we have to create. Let us create a new file. Sorry, call it paragraph.html. Alright. So as usual, we're going to generate our boilerplate. Taught you how to do this. Then here we'll put in our title as a paragraph. Alright. So I'm just gonna, all these spaces you're seeing here in HTML is called white space. White space. They don't really matter in HTML. They don't matter. HTML doesn't render all of this. Alright, HTML doesn't render all of this. But in other programming languages like Python, you will run into a whole lot of errors. JavaScript definitely going to run into a whole lot of errors if you are given this space. Alright, because those are what's programming language, easy to solve a real-time problem. But in HTML it doesn't really matter. Alright, except you're using some weird tags like a pre-tag. So in other class, when we're talking about other tags, we'll discuss about these weird tags. Alright, so what we're going to have here next is the p tag, the paragraph tag. Alright, so before then, let me do my code comments like this. So here, let me have code comments. So the p tag, let me just do this p tag so it's look more understandable. Alright, p tag contains blocks of text on our web page. Alright, so you can see all of this in the document I sent. Alright, so all of this is on the document I sent. If you don't have the document yet, you can write me on WhatsApp or just comment document and I will send it straight to you on our web page. Alright, so see the p tag. So see the p tag does what? Contains blocks of text on our web page. So this is it. So we're gonna have a nice something here. Let's have our word wrap. Alright, so let's throw in a lorem ipsum. So as you can see, this is lorem ipsum. I'm not gonna try to pronounce it. This is a Latin word though. So these are the p tag. These are your right to p tag. You don't do paragraph. You don't do paragraph like this in HTML. No, you don't do that. Alright, so rather what you can do is the p tag. Alright, what you can do is the p tag. You can let's throw in another lorem ipsum. Alright, so these are what? P tags. It contains text on our web pages. You can literally use this to write in something like, okay, let's do something a little more advanced here. H3. My first blog. Alright, so let us throw this inside a div. Let's give this a blog. Give a blog. Oh, okay. Let's have our p tag. Let's throw in a lorem ipsum inside of there. So let's throw another lorem ipsum. Sorry, p tag. Throw another lorem ipsum. A lorem. And let's also do the last p tag. Lorem. So let's save this. And so let's run this. All right, so as you can see, this is our H3. When you right click and come to inspect, as you can see, H3, then this is our first paragraph, then this is the second, the third, and this is our div, which contains all of this. As you can see, the div here, this here is having div.blog. all right, so this is the first one, second one. Then we really wanted to do something very advanced here, so we just have to throw in our H3 first blog using what we have learned. And now what we are learning, the p tag, to put in some text in our web page. All right, so we can go back and do something more. Okay, let us come in here and say, well, must it be this lorem ipsum? No, it must be the lorem ipsum. Let's have our BR. All right, let's have our BR. All right, so come in here, let's do another p tag. This let's say this article was written and approved by GCDIM. Alright, this is more of a footer, but this is not just a footer. This is not how you do your footer. I'm going to do that later on. Alright, but this is just you trying to see if your code the Peter can actually carry any code outside this lorem ipsum, because I've been using lorem ipsum all this while, and be like, must it be lorem ipsum? No, it mustn't be lorem ipsum. Right, it can be anything, but I'm just using this lorem ipsum as a dummy content. All right, just for a tutorial sake, but you can actually throw in any words inside the p tag. So let's save. Let's run this. Wow, as you can see, it's here already. So when you inspect, come over to your inspect tools, you come down, you see, please disregard this script. This is JavaScript by default. All right, so you can see this is the beta, BR. You can see, if you note, take a good look at this code here, you can see there is not much space. The first p tag, the second one, then the third one. Then what happened to this last one here, all right, what happened was this BR, we actually break this line thanks to break one. We broke one here, broke the second one, then we're not throw in our p tag here. So this is the work of p tag. It breaks the line to the next one. All right, so you can see we have a very nice working space here. Okay, let's go back to our code. Next, we're going to be having here is the list. All right, so we're going to save this. If you need this code here, you can write comment on the comment section, then I will send you this code. Not for anything, but also tutorial sake. List.html. all right, don't forget your extension, and you come over to this place, you do your boilerplate. So we're gonna train list here. I want this to be in a curve list. Alright, so come over to our body tag. Remember, white space doesn't matter, and I love working with a lot of space. So let's have our comments. Then displays collections of items. All right. Oh, sorry. Items. Okay. It's fine. It's fine. So let's see this. All right. So we have three types of lists. We have the unordered list. Unordered list. We have the ordered list. Then we now have the detailed lists. DL. Alright, so we're going to be looking at this, each of these. Going to be looking at each of these. Alright. There's a really mixed up there, so come back again with the UL. Then ZL. Alright, so now let's have let's say our H1, or rather H3. Let's have our H3. Let's say my market list. My market list. Alright. Oh, yeah, good. Then let's have our ordered list. An ordered list. We're gonna have another code comments here. We're not dealing with unordered lists, on ordered and ordered lists. All right, an ordered list. Now this list is is an advanced nesting. When we talk about the parents, the child, parenting, the grandparent, the child, and the grandchild. So in HTML they are called what? The nesting. They are nested elements, an element inside an element. All right, so that's what they are called. They are called nested elements. All right, so this listing is a perfect example of a nested element. So what we do here, sorry, this should be, what we'll do here, tab, as you can see. Okay, let me get rid of this. All right, let me just get rid of this. Now when you have your order list, all right, so you break it, you can see it's actually opened up, not here in this line, here or here by default, or here by default, or here by default, but it actually came into this place because this is a what? Ordered list. I mean nested elements. This is considered as a parent, all right, and this is a child. The list here is a child. The list is a child. All right, so we're gonna have let's have orange. All right. Okay, let's have this as my fruits market lists. All right, so next one, let's have mango. Then let's have next here, let's have watermelon. All right, so let's save this. as you can see, this is our market, my fruit market list. All right, so this is a point, a bullet point, and this is a bullet point. All right, so let's go over and check and do. Let's have the ordered list. Let's have ordered list. Ordered list. Ordered list. All right, so sorry. Wow. All right, so I've told you about the nesting. So we'll have okay, let's throw something here. Let's throw H3. Oh, this time let's try H2. All right, let's have this as my food market lists. Food market list. So we'll have lists, beans, we'll have rice, then we'll have what else? We'll have Gary, and okay, let's just have it right here. We'll have rice, we'll have beans, we'll have rice. So let us save this and let's run. All right, so we have our market list, our fruit market list. We'll have my food market lists, and let's look at in depth the third run before we can now do something advanced here. All right, let's have okay, sorry, this rather. Then we have our definition link, definition cap, definition link list, sorry, definition list. We save it, then we run. All right, so let's have DL, no, H1. Yeah, let's have H1. Okay, define list. All right, define list. Let's have it like that. So we'll have the DL, have the LI. So 200. Next 200. Rice 300. What else do we have there? Gary. Gary 500. So let's save. Oh, so this in here. Alright, so as you can see, this is defined list. But usually most persons don't use, I myself, I don't use this defined list. I don't use it. Alright, I use unordered list or ordered list. Unordered list and ordered list. Yeah. Alright, so as you can see, I've actually let's do something advanced with our list. Let's do something way advanced. Yes, so I'll get rid of, okay, no, I need to get rid of that. So what I will do here, I will have ordered list, and I will have let me put something here. Advanced list. All right, advanced list. So now I have I'm not throwing my ordered list here. I'm not throwing lists. No label, not label, no label. Okay, JavaScript. All right, this video is taking time, so you just have to. Then let's put in PHP. All right, advanced lists. Just put in something here, programming language. All right, so let us run this and see how. Yeah, this is we trying to put ordered lists. Sorry, we're trying to put unordered lists inside a list, inside a ordered list. Like we trying to mix up the whole thing. We're trying to bring this inside of this. Yes, so this is a list. I mean ordered list. All right, this is now an ordered list. So this is way around. So you play around all of this and really see what really works for you. You're gonna be learning. You're gonna be needing this listing of a stuff often when you go to web pages or web browsers or softwares. You'll be seeing a whole lot of lists because this will really come in handy for you. Actually, when you'll be working with the nav bar, navigation bar, you'll be working with the heading and headline, the header, aside, and other articles. Something that is very, 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 very related to advanced projects. All right, so you're going to be needing a whole lot of these lists. All right, so it's better you understand this, and it's going to help you a lot. Then let's go straight to the next class. All right, so what we have here next is the link. So come over to this place. This is where we now have to join all of these things together. All right, so link.html. Here we go. Alright, so let's change our boilerplates. So this is link, this is cap, link. So what is a link? All right, so link, anchor. It's a very weird one again. All right, so this connects to other web pages or resources, other web pages or resources. All right, this connects to other web pages or resources on the internet, and we have two types of linking. We have the absolute and the relative. All right, so we're going to talk about the absolute. All right, the absolute linking is how you link. This enables you to link your web page to another website, like you linking this your particular web page we're building here to Facebook, to Instagram, to YouTube, to any other place. You understand? Then the relative helps you to link your two web pages together. As you can see, we have home, we have content, we have paragraph, we have lists. All right, so these are the links we have here. So relative link is going to help you to do what? To connect all of this together, to connect all of them together. All right, so let's try the absolute linking. Let's see how it works. Absolute link. All right. So let's do something here. So let's do something like absolute link. This should not be on capital letter. Alright, so this is where the link comes in. You use the anchor tag. Alright, so this anchor tag, you have the anchor here. We have the href. We have the h. We now have the ref. So what this means is href. That is HTTP reference. HTTP what? Reference. Where are you making that reference to? Alright, so I'm actually making the reference to HTTPS. Sorry, S not Z. HTTPS. facebook.com. Alright. Now you cannot put in the text representation here, which is the value. Follow me on Facebook. Follow me on Facebook. Alright. Follow me on Facebook. Number 2, here we have HTTPS /www.instagram.com Now what's the text representation? Follow me on Instagram. All right, so save. Then the next one here is going to be what? YouTube. Let's use YouTube. Let's use YouTube HTTPS. Alright. / www dot this is for w, yeah, www dot youtube.com. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Alright, so let's run this on the internet and see what it gives us. Oh, sorry. This is linking. Alright, so as you can see, please follow me across all social media handles. Follow me on Facebook, follow me on Instagram, subscribe to my YouTube channel. As you can see, all of these things are what? All of these things are on a different, they're all together. Alright, this is an example of inline elements. So as you can see, when you hover over here, when your mouse hover over here, it turns to a hand. Alright, so here is just like an arrow. When you hover, it turns to a mark, because this is a link, and you're having a what? A blue color here. Having a blue color here. Don't worry, in CSS I'll show you how to actually change all of this, how to remove all these underlines and all of that, so no more underlines. Alright, but when you hover here, look down to the below of this project you're seeing Facebook, right? This will take you to Instagram, this will take you to YouTube, and this will take you to this take you to YouTube, this take you to Instagram, this take you to Facebook. Alright, as you can see, all of them are on the same line. This makes this stuff looks weird. Alright, so what we can do, we can come over to this place. You might want to do your VR. Alright, VR. We are not getting into a little more advanced of HTML. Alright, as you can see, they are all in a different line, but this one is still on the same line, because this is, let's change this to p tag. Change this to p tag. Let's see what goes on now. Let's see what really happens here. Wow, so you can see they're always different lines. Alright, so we can literally come over to this place and you remove this b tag. This b tag. Now let's do something here. Ctrl Z. Remember we talked about lists. Alright, we talked about lists, ordered list, and ordered lists. Ordered lists. Now let's come over to this place. Let's come over to our link. Let's do ordered lists. Let's have an ordered list. Now let's have our lists. Alright. Now let's have this. Let's throw this here. This is way advanced, way advanced. All right, so we have the next one here. No. So let's see. Wow, this is what's perfect. All right. Then let us finish up. Then we come over to this place, and I told you earlier this list will come in very handy for you. That's why you need lists. You need lists. Yes, we all need lists. We all need it. You can see it has actually come in handy for us. All right. So, all right, this is fine. So let's have enough space here. I love having enough space while working. Alright, so this is fine. It's fine. It's beautiful. Okay, so you can see Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. So please follow me across all social media handles. Alright, so that's fine. Then let's talk about the absolute linking. Alright, let's talk about absolute linking. Absolute linking. I'm sorry, not absolute, relative. Relative link. Alright, so now let's see what we can link here. Now you can actually use this to link your web page to other, like when you're working with external CSS or JavaScript. So my battery is getting low. All right, so we're gonna get this quickly. So let's talk about linking. Relative linking. So we come over to this place. What you do is still do your anchor tag as usual. All right, your anchor tag as usual. What you have to do that, then this you can see is what you have your index